you get to work with Matt Damon,
Yes.
right? Like recently.
Yeah.
Did you? I mean, and you have a scene together, right?
Yeah, a few.
So, offset, were you like, hey, Good Will Hunting is one of my...
Never
Nothing.
once.
Never once.
I do this disclaimer probably too much. I have an incredibly, very, very, very small part in the new Christopher Nolan movie,
Right.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
But I do remember walking by him in a scene where he had to be mad at me and some of the other guys in the scene.
Yeah.
And thinking in my head, oh, that's very believable. And then I thought, I'm not a good actor. Because I was like, why am I thinking about what a good actor Matt Damon is in this scene? Like, I was like, I wonder if Daniel Day-Lewis has ever been like, wow, that was very believable. Never.
I think like Leonardo DiCaprio was the other day on a viral video saying, well, my first advice to actors is like, learn your lines. You know, kind of like
Right.
very basic things that like, yeah, you have to do the work.
Yes, but I would bet you, and not that I would ever know exactly what the great Leonardo DiCaprio or like have to explain what he's saying.
Right.
But there is a part where you'll be in scenes with actors who like half know their lines.
Yeah.
And you just can't be here. Come here, baby. You got a little tape on you, a little beard tape.
Oh.
Oh,
Thank you.
how long's that been there?
That's like therapy. You just took, you
You're
know.
welcome.
Thank you.
But yeah, I've been in scenes with actors who like only half know their lines, and it's like, oh, babe, like I've been there before where you
Right.
were just lazy and like you can't even make choices because all I'm thinking about while you're delivering your lines is like, and then I say, what do I say? Like,
Yeah.
and you're not present, you're not in it. So yeah, like really knowing them backwards and forwards is
Right.
always helpful. And don't ask your wife to run lines with you because
Yeah.
if she's like my wife, no.
It's not gonna give you anything.
Dude, we've come to blows. About, like
yeah.
we have literally been like, do you like this house? And she'll be like, no. I didn't sign up for this. Okay. I'm not your scene partner.
Right.
I'm your wife. And like, go find someone else to run lines
It
with
makes
you.
sense. It makes sense. Let me go through my quick, because Pete, how are we doing with time? Because I don't want...
We're good on time.
No, I'm saying so Josh can leave on time.
Yeah, we're good on time if we want to get.
Because I want to make sure that I didn't really look at my notes, but I had so many.
Oh, wow. I can't believe it. Did you really read the book? Or you?
I read the book.
Wow.
I watched all your interviews.
Stop it. Thank you.
He went
oh
full
my God.
Will Hunting.
What?
He went full Will Hunting on
Yes,
the book.
It's
I went
unbelievable.
method on you.
Oh my gosh. I really just focused on the movie. I didn't even think I was going to get to talk this much about myself.
No, because also I saw that you have, you know, with the book you do the run, so you have to tell the same stories all the time, and I know
Sure.
that people are tired of doing that to themselves. I was trying to, okay, I think.
We can get to our bits here.
Okay,
What?
but I have two more questions, and then because I think these are my clever questions.
Cute.
So, did you find your apostles?
Oh, so in my book, I talk about finding your apostles. 'Cause, when I did that movie with Ben Kingsley, I remember on the last day, because he's my favorite actor, I was like, do you have any advice? I'll take anything. And he's like, find your apostles. And I was like, no, like I need a secret on how to be a movie star.
Right.
And he's like, no, find your apostles, find the people in your life that you can learn from, and people who raise you up in moments where you feel like you're lost, and people that you can rejoice with, but also despair with when times are tough. And if there are people in your life who don't make you feel that way, then you should probably get away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think apostles come in and out of your life. I mean, at different times, you know, Sir Ben Kingsley was my apostle in that moment. I learned a lot from my father-in-law, not Ketch, but you know, he's been an apostle in my life on how to be a good present dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, going back when I was 29 to my acting teacher, who I'll be in class with her tomorrow, like, and having her say to me, like, you have bad habits, and like these are the things you need to work on, because I know you think they're charming and cute, but they're actually like holding you back. So
cheats.
Yeah.
Your
cheats. And
Yeah.
I'm like, babe, trust me, like the Nickelodeon crowd thinks these are awesome.
Right.
And she's like, you're 29.
Okay, my final question. Oh well, yeah. I forgot to ask you. Like, this movie is about therapy, or like how that relationship with the therapist. Like, did you ever do therapy? And then, if so, did you have like this, profound relationship with your therapist? Was that person the one that was able to crack you open and give you that piece of advice that helped you out?
Yeah, I've gone to the same guy on and off for 18 years probably. But yeah, I've benefited tremendously from therapy, and I think it just helps to have someone who I think there's power in, obviously not all of us are able to pay for therapy, but I think there's something powerful in like in knowing that you've paid the, whatever the fee is to your therapist for that hour. So
right. And then final question, do you still do stand-up?
Do you ever go to therapy?
I've never been to therapy.
I could tell.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You see there's a lot going on inside. That
Think
needs
about
to be, for me, therapy was like Woody Allen movies, like I always see that kind of like, and I always thought, oh, this is, I guess, what like rich New Yorkers do. But do you still do stand-up?
No.
Did you only do stand-up as a kid?
Yeah, till I was 16.
Wow. Why not? Because you were good at it from the beginning, no?
Don't I got enough problems?
Right.
No thanks. I do these college gigs where I'll go do like a half hour, like stories, stand-up bits, and then I'll do like a half hour moderated Q&A.
Right.
And I love that, but it's a winning room, and they think I'm about to give them a lecture.
Right.
Right? Like, me going up to like the Comedy Store tonight in the OR doing 5 minutes, it sounds terrible.
I mean, comedy is the one thing that I think comedy, horror, where like you either get it wrong or right. It's not like if you make a movie and it's a comedy, nobody laughs. That's it. The judge is clear. You win, or when you do a drama, you can have those gray areas. But when you're a comedy, if you're not funny, you're not funny.
No, there's no it's not subjective.
Right. It's like, well, wow, this was hard. I was always terrified of comedy because of that, like creatively. And I'll do a dark comedy that is also a thriller. So if someone laughs, it's good. But if not, like I have all these other themes too.
Oh man! But I understand people like I look up to, like Bobby, and why they're at Bobby's at the store 5 nights a week.
Yeah.
I get it, because like once you figured it out and you know that you are not only good at it, but like it becomes, you get to a point, I heard Mark Maron talk about it, where you're like, I'm not going to get run off stage. Some nights are going to be better than others.
Right.
But no matter what, it's going to go pretty okay. Yeah. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds really exciting.
You get that energy. I see them there. It's like the superpower, I make you laugh. That's a huge superpower. Oh
yeah. It's the best.
Right. But you have that superpower. Right, like you don't use it that way. You use it on a movie or on a TV show, but it's like, hey, you have done plenty of comedy.
Yes,
most of what you've done is comedy, or have that element of making people laugh. So I think it's a muscle that definitely keep doing it.
I'm only doing Nolan movies.
Is he not for now?
Nolan or bust. I figure with him making one every 3 years,
right,
I'm gonna be in all the rest of his.
I mean, what a validation, no? Like even as an actor, doesn't matter how big the role is. Like, hey, you get picked.
It's
by
nice. It's an honor.
Right.
Tarantino's last movie's coming up. I'll get that.
Yes.
Gonna get a couple lines in that. What? Who else?
He hangs out at the store.
What? Does he hang out at the comedy store? It's all right. I'll meet him somewhere else. I'm sure he eats.
Yes.
I'll see him at Paquito Mas or something. We'll split a shrimp burrito and we'll talk.
Yeah.
I heard that he likes mint juleps.
I haven't heard that.
Well, yeah, I haven't either. But
what I heard is something that you talked about earlier, is like that when he writes a character, he doesn't care. He's not gonna go for the hot actor. He's gonna be, what is the best actor that that I can give this character to? This character needs this voice, so I'm gonna look for it. And I mean, he has the luxury of doing that.
But his movies are packed with stars.
Yes, but also great performances.
Oh my God!
Like, yeah,
he's a man.